Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and with me I have my lovely co-host, I Chill. Hey, boo.
Hey, honey.
And so we're going to start off the show with our Pride Post segment. This term was coined by Beezus. Thank you again for that. Where we highlight LGBTQ people for the month of June because it is Pride Month. So today we're going to start off with someone who is known for sharing Black queer stories on the large and small screens. So I'm sharing a link from allamericanspeakers.com, which gives a great bio on Patrick Ian Polk, who we are going to talk about with his fine, bald headed self. So Patrick Ian Polk is a film director, screenwriter, and producer. Polk, who is openly gay, is noted for his films and theater work that explores the experiences and stories of Black LGBTQ people. In 2016, Polk was included in the Los Angeles Times Diverse 100 list, which described him as the man bringing Black gay stories to screens large and small. Polk made his feature film directorial debut with 2000's an independent Punks, with an S, an independent film that he also wrote and produced. Punks had its world premiere at the Sundance Film Festival. In 2004, Polk created the television series Noah's Ark, which made its debut on Logo in October of 2005 and ran for 2 seasons. In discussing his inspiration for the series in an interview, Polk said, "I wanted to see Black gay characters and there were none on TV. So I decided rather than complain about it, I'd do it myself." After the series' cancellation, Polk wrote, directed, and produced a film spinoff, Noah's Ark Jumpin' the Broom, which was released theatrically in 2008. His subsequent feature films, The Skinny, starring Jussie Smollett, and Blackbird, starring Monique and Isaiah Washington, were released in 2012 and 2015 following festival runs. Polk received his undergraduate degree from the University of Southern Mississippi, then went on to study at the University of Southern California, the USC School of Cinema and Television. So thank you, Patrick Ian Polk, from the bottom of my heart to dare to share stories like mine and bring them to the screen. Thank you again for that. This is why I'm such a huge fan of Noah's Ark. And Will actually brought to my attention on the show, what was it, last week sometime, about Noah's Ark coming back, being rebooted. So because of that, I'm actually going to share this quick promo that they have. So Noah's Ark, the movie, will be streaming on Paramount Plus on June 20th. So when I tell you I'm so excited, I can't wait. And let's just watch the trailer together. Give me 1 second. Let me pull that up.
Is it going to be a movie or a series or both?
So what's coming back? It started off as a series, and what's coming back is a movie.
Oh, okay.
Similar to how they did with Sex in the City.
Which I didn't watch, but okay.
Oh,
I know what you mean.
So give me 1 second. Let me share the screen for this trailer. Okay.
The groundbreaking queer franchise Noah's Ark is back.
This is amazing!
And this time, they've got some daddy issues.
The millennials love a daddy. So do I!
Noah's Ark, the movie. Streaming June 20th on the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Oh.
I'm glad I don't have to wait to see it then. It's going to be a movie. I'll just go on and pick up
Yes.
the subscription.
Yes, indeed, honey. And then I remember my grandmother actually called me one time because they were just kind of they were showing reruns on Logan. My grandma was channel surfing. Mm-hmm. And she saw Victoria Rowell on TV, so she stopped to watch and see because remember I told you she was a fan of Young and the Restless. So Victoria Rowell was in the second season of Noah's Ark, and she actually played a closeted lesbian. So my grandma saw it. She was like, "Yeah, I saw this show called Noah's Ark. I like it. It's interesting." I said, "Oh, yeah, baby." I said, "Honey, let me tell you one thing about Noah's Ark, honey. That is my show." And chill, I would certainly recommend well, definitely the first season more than the second one, but I would definitely recommend watching it because it is such a really, really good groundbreaking show.
Yeah, I can stream the series and then watch the movie because I'm sure the series is already on Paramount, right?
It is indeed, yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll stream that and then I'll watch the movie, so I'll get it all.
Yes. So happy Pride to Patrick Ian Polk. And again, thank you so much for what you're doing. And please keep up the good work. You see how excited people get when we talk about Noah's Ark and then the movie coming out. You saw it was like a pride event on Twitter, honey. Like the
Yes,
black gays were rejoicing.
representation matters. It
It
matters
does indeed.
for everyone.
You are absolutely right. Well, if there's anything else, we can go ahead and get started with the tea, horny.
It's tea time.
Yes. So let's go ahead and catch up on this trial, baby.
Oh, honey.
This did it trial.
Whew.
Just a bunch of mess, Lord.
Day
Mess.
after day, honey.
So we're gonna be using CNN. And I just shared the link that gives the live updates. And let me just share my screen as well. So that way we can read together and we're gonna catch up. So let's see what we need to catch up on. So this is a recap of what happened in court yesterday. A forensic video expert and a woman who said that Diddy dangled her over a balcony took the stand yesterday in the hip hop mogul's federal criminal trial. And here's what we learned in testimony yesterday. Hotel surveillance was not manually altered, the expert says. Forensic video expert Frank Piazza testified that the March 2016 surveillance video showing Combs assaulted his then girlfriend Cassie at a hotel in Los Angeles was not manually altered. We talked about Brianna Bongolan as well. She was a friend. She is a friend of Cassie's and the second witness of the day. She testified that Combs held her over a 17-story balcony and threw her onto the balcony furniture in September of 2016. The incident was previously mentioned in a civil suit filed by Bongolan against Combs in November 2024. She testified that since the incident, she has experienced night terrors and paranoia. And I believe Bongolan also has immunity, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I believe she does.
Okay.
And then it says Bongolan testified about her about other threatening incidents involving Combs, about her frequent drug use with Cassie. She said Diddy gave her drugs a few times and said that she's seen him use drugs. That's not surprising. On cross-examination, the defense challenged Bongolan's memory of the balcony incident and noted Ventura described it differently in her lawsuit against Combs. Now, I don't think we read about that little part right there.
No, I don't remember her talking about it.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. And then it talks about the key testimonies from Cassie, Mia, and in this little section here, it kind of explains the story, the question that you were asking yesterday, like, how does this kind of tie into the trafficking and all of that? Mm-hmm. So I read earlier that him hanging that girl, dangling her over that balcony, that's like mob-like behavior, and that's what they're trying to use to prove that this is a mob-like racketeering type of situation.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, it is mobbish.
It sure is.
That's a hell of a thing, dangling someone over a balcony, however many stories up. That's something they do. Hello, Jamaican Queen.
Hey, Jamaican Queen. Okay, so let's go. She's it looks like Bongolan is back on the stand today. So her testimony is not finished. And let's just kind of start. I'm looking for a good place to start so that way we won't this is what I was talking about. Balcony incident testimony shows mob-like behavior. Prosecutors need to prove case, a legal expert says. A woman's testimony that Diddy dangled her over a 17-story balcony demonstrated the quote-unquote mob-like behavior that prosecutors need to prove racketeering conspiracy, former federal prosecutor Elise Adamson said today. Bongolan testified yesterday that Combs held her over the balcony and threw her onto the balcony furniture in September of 2016. The incident was previously mentioned in a civil suit filed by Bongolan against Combs in November of last year. I think it's extremely impactful if the jury ultimately believes it, Adamson said on CNN this morning with Audie Cornish. That's mob-like behavior, Adamson said, and that's what prosecutors need to prove racketeering conspiracy, to prove the racketeering conspiracy aspect of the case. He needs to be behaving in a pattern of abuse, threats, and violence. That's the thing. Addison said it was notable that Bongolan was not an intimate partner of Combs. I think the prosecution scored points eliciting this testimony, but now we're going to see how she holds up on cross, Addison said. Bongolan is set to return for more cross-examination at 11 a.m. today. Combs has pled not guilty to charges that include the racketeering and all of that. Adamson noted it only takes one juror for there to be a hung jury. The defense seems to be extremely strategic in how they're doing things, Adamson said. Sometimes the strategy isn't always, well, let's just get a straight acquittal. Sometimes we need to be more surgical, more strategic, and focus on jurors who are feeling our narrative. Mm-hmm. That's very interesting. But see, this is what I love. I love when legal experts, like who've actually done the work, they give their opinions because these are I look just like with you, Chill. Anything medical related, I will certainly listen to you more than I listen to myself. You know what I mean?
Right. Let's have some legal experts chime in so we'll know what exactly they're getting at.
Right. It says Combs' accuser expects to read text messages aloud in court during her closely watched testimony. So that was just an update telling us what there will be due. I'm trying to find the section where she's back on the stand. Oh, there we go. Breonna's back on the stand. So Bongolan showing text with drug photos she sent Ventura after alleged threat from Combs. Defense attorney Nicole Westmoreland showed Breonna Bongolan text with photos of drugs that Bongolan sent to Cassie Ventura in the month she alleged that Diddy threatened her at a photo shoot in April of 2016. Bongolan testified that the images she sent Ventura appear to be drugs, but said she isn't sure what type. Bongolan testified that she and Ventura continued their friendship as usual at the time, despite the alleged threat from Diddy. Defense presses Bongolan on whether Cassie Ventura saw the balcony incident. So defense attorney Nicole Westmoreland asked Breonna Bongolan if her longtime friend Cassie Ventura witnessed the moment Diddy allegedly dangled her over a balcony, which has been central to Bongolan's testimony in Combs' federal criminal trial. Bongolan said she heard Ventura's voice during the incident, but said she couldn't speak for her. Westmoreland suggested Bongolan told prosecutors several times that Ventura saw the incident. I spoke to them, but again, I don't recall, Bongolan said. Bongolan said she kept her distance from Combs after the alleged incident. Bongolan testified that she continued to see Diddy occasionally after the balcony incident in late September of 2016. Defense attorney Nicole Westmoreland asked if she was afraid to be around Combs. I kept my distance, Bongolan said. Bongolan confirmed that she went to one of Combs' concert on October 4th of 2016. I don't think I was around him most of the time, she said. She also confirmed that she went to a club that Combs rented out the following day on October 5th. Westmoreland asked if she wore her neck brace to the private party. I probably should have, but didn't. Oh my God. Defense questions why Bongolan maintained contact with Ventura and Combs after alleged attack. The defense is pressing Bongolan over her continued friendship with Cassie and proximity to Diddy in the time after he allegedly held her over a 17-story balcony in 2016. Defense attorney Nicole Westmoreland pointed out that in the weeks following the alleged attack, Bongolan texted Ventura offering to get Combs a hoodie. We were trying to be cool, Bongolan said. According to text messages from October 9th of 2016 between Ventura and Bongolan, she alleged she also agreed to sleep over at Ventura's apartment about 2 weeks after the balcony incident took place, according to her testimony. Isn't it true that you continue to hang out with Mr. Combs and you continue to spend the night at Miss Ventura's house because Mr. Combs did not cause you those injuries? Westmore asked Bongolan. Part of that statement is correct, and part of that statement I can't agree with, Bongolan replied. Oh, girl, that defense attorney is trying it. And you know what? They knew to get the girl to cross-examine her, honey. They knew, because they know a man asking these kind of questions will look funny. Next update, Combs messaged Bongolan about friends stopping each other from making mistakes while high. Diddy sent Bongolan a message saying that friends should try to stop each other from making mistakes when they get high together. If you're going to do K with her, at least have her back, Combs wrote, according to the message read aloud in court. Defense attorney Nicole Westmoreland asked Bongolan if she believed Combs wanted her to stop using so many drugs with Cassie Ventura. I can't speak for him, Bongolan said. Next update, Combs' attorney questions Bongolan's timeline of alleged balcony incident. So Nicole Westmoreland suggested that the alleged balcony incident couldn't have happened when Bongolan says it did because Diddy was traveling on the East Coast to perform in the Bad Boy Family Reunion tour, and Cassie Ventura was with him. Combs performed in New York, New Jersey on September 25th of 2016, Westmoreland said, and Combs and Ventura went to an event in New York City on September 26th. In her testimony, Bongolan linked the alleged balcony altercation to a photo of a bruise on her leg that she said was taken hours after the incident. According to metadata from Bongolan's phone, the photo was taken on the morning of September 26th. Westmoreland also showed the jury records for Frank Black from the Trump International Hotel in New York City, which included dining receipts for September 25th and 26th of 2016. Records from the Trump Hotel say she showed the check-in date records from the Trump Hotel stay show the check-in date was September 24th of 2016 and the check-out date was September 29th of 2016. You agree that one person can't be in two places at the same time? Westmoreland asked. Bongolan responded, in theory, yeah. And I can't answer that one. Okay, bitch, this is where shit is getting tricky, honey. They see they trying to use her phone's metadata and say, well, hold up. This photo of the bruise that you talk about that you got on the back of your leg, you say that this is from the balcony incident. Now, it couldn't have happened when you said it did because Diddy was actually on the East Coast. So, I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Okay, so next update, defense asks Bongolan directly if she's lying to the jury before wrapping up cross-examination. Nicole Westmoreland asked Bongolan to confirm that Mr. Combs did not cause you the injuries that you showed us that we saw on your phone with the metadata from September 26, 2016. I can't agree with you, Bongolan said. In her final question, Westmoreland pressed further, saying, you came in here and you lied to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I can't agree with you, Bongolan replied once again. Westmoreland's cross-examination is over. Oof. I know Bongolan mad, happy about that shit, honey, because woo, child. Ooh, what's the next update? Bongolan asks Ventura, Bongolan says Ventura asked to name her in the lawsuit before filing. Assistant U.S. Attorney Madison Smizer is beginning redirect. Brianna Bongolan testified that she and Cassie Ventura had only one conversation about Ventura's lawsuit before it was filed in November of 2023. Ventura asked Bongolan if she could name her in the complaint in connection with the balcony incident, according to Bongolan. Bongolan said she did not know what information would be included in Ventura's suit. Bongolan said at some point after Ventura's lawsuit was filed, she told Ventura that some details about the balcony incident were incorrect. Bongolan testified that during that conversation, she told Ventura exactly what happened to me. All right, next update. Bongolan testified she's certain Combs held her up on the balcony, over the balcony. So, Assistant U.S. Attorney Madison Smizer asked Bongolan if she had testified truthfully to the best of her recollection about the alleged incident with Diddy on Kelsey's balcony. Bongolan said yes and acknowledged she doesn't remember every single detail, but she'll never forget some parts of that altercation. Bongolan said she was terrified in that moment and said, I will never forget him holding me on that balcony. Smizer also asked Bongolan, do you yourself know the exact date of when the balcony incident occurred? No, Bongolan said. Why do you not know that exact date? Because it was a while ago, Bongolan said. In closing redirect examination, Smizer asked Bongolan, regardless of the exact date, do you have any doubt that Mr. Combs held you up on the balcony on the 17th floor? I have no doubt, Bongolan said. And you know what, to Bongolan's defense, she clearly testified of being on heavy drug use. So I'm sure she probably does not remember the exact date of when that shit happened. But she does know it happened. And when it happened, it probably blew her high. So next update, I care about justice, Bongolan says, when questioned on her motives for accusing Combs. The defense attorney briefly addressed Brianna Bongolan's one more time before her testimony concluded, with Attorney Nicole Westmoreland asking if her lawsuit against Combs is Bongolan's opportunity to become a millionaire. Wow. Wow. I can't agree with that, Bongolan said. Westmoreland pointed out that Bongolan is seeking $10 million in her civil lawsuit and asked if Bongolan cared about becoming a millionaire. I care about justice, Bongolan said. She is now off the stand and the court is taking a break. The jury was dismissed until 1:30. Oh, right. And I'm sure that's probably the
That should
last
be
update.
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know she's
Yep. And
glad that's over.
whew, girl, I'm telling you, but the way people treat victims is I hate the way this justice system works. Like I hate it. The question that Nicole, and again, I said this before, and I've said this on the show previously, but they knew to get the female defense attorney to ask those type of questions to those victims because a man asking it would just seem it would turn the jury off, I'm sure. But the
Yeah.
fact that it's this woman and it's like, girl. I mean, I get you doing your job, really, I do,
They
but
are.
girl.
They are. Because, yes, it does lead to a certain perception depending on the gender of the prosecutor or the defense. It makes a difference. And this is on purpose, this kind of trial that they have this woman there.
Yep. Well, do you want to add anything else about the Diddy trial for we go? We'll definitely bring you all the updates tomorrow if you're listening. They're on lunch right now, so I'm sure that's the last update that we have.
Yeah, for the day. I've had enough. Thank you. I have nothing else to say. Oh, this is a lot.
Ooh, girl.
It's a lot.
It really is. Well, our next story. Remember when we talked about Halle Berry when she posted that Mother's Day promoting that $50 lube? So I'm starting to see, yes, honey. I'm actually starting to see signs in Van Hunt that I do not like. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with me, but nah, I do.
Oh, you see.
So I'm sharing this link from Vibe, and we're gonna go over this story together. You see where it says Van Hunt reveals his proposal to Halle Berry is quote unquote still on hold.
Mm-hmm.
The couple has been dating for 5 years, as we know. So and just before I start reading, Halle Berry actually has been co-hosting on Hoda and not Hoda. I was about to call
Jenna. Yeah,
Jenna
I
and
saw
yep.
her yesterday morning.
And she's doing a pretty good job. I mean, it's Halle Berry, so I'm not surprised that but she's doing a really good job. I'm like, Halle, honey, daytime TV might be your lane, girl. But anyway, so Halle Berry and boyfriend Van Hunt could be tying the knot soon. In an interview with Today, the couple revealed that they have had conversations about the marriage. However, they are in no rush to head down the aisle. This is where things get a little bit sticky for me. So I put out the proposal, and it's still on hold, as you can see. Detail Hunt. It's just out there floating. Maybe you can encourage her.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm glad. Okay, thank you. I feel vindicated now.
Flag on the plate.
So Halle replied, well, I've been married 3 times. Van has been married once. And so no, we don't feel like we have to get married to validate our love in any way. We don't. But I think we will get married just because out of the people I've been married to, this is the person I should have married, Berry added. And I feel like we should get married, but it's not because we feel like we have to. I think it's something we would like to do just because we want that expression. And then they have the interview, all of that. But chill, I'm so glad. I'm gonna just stop reading there. But I'm glad you said flag on the plate because I was like, oh no, this is. You wait. You see, you come to her job.
I don't like that.
You brought your ass to her job and gonna say that shit on national TV and gonna tell Jenna, oh well, maybe you can encourage her. Excuse me.
She's been married 3 times. I understand. If it was me, if I was Halle Berry, I would not do it again. she can be in love and they can be together for years and years and years. The marriage, it's an expression. Like she said, it's not necessary, and I personally wouldn't do it again. But that's her relationship. But that definitely was not cool.
Hmm. And you know what, Chill? I hate to say this, I truly do, because it's going to sound a little victim blaming, but I kind of see how her relationship, like she usually has bad relationships that end, because,
Mm-hmm.
girl, you are clearly ignoring red flags. That was a huge one for me, honey.
She's been in a lot of bad relationships, even with the ones she didn't marry. So yeah,
Yeah.
I just mm-mm, mm-mm. Because she could wind up in another situation where she's paying alimony to a man.
Wake it
They don't,
up.
they don't have children, but when you have her kind of wealth, I wouldn't do it, Hallie. I just wouldn't. Just be in love and y'all have fun and
And use that $50 lube. You ain't got to be
mm-hmm.
married to use that.
No, no, you really don't.
Oh, and Chill, get this. His birthday is on March 7th. So that makes him a what? A Pisces
Oh
man.
my God.
So I want y'all to keep that in mind too.
Don't do it, Hallie. Don't do it.
Unknown caller.
Oh, is that Halle Berry calling you? What the hell? What the Halle Berry?
Oh, mm-mm. Run, girl. Run from that marriage.
Hmm.
Because he trying to cuff you and no, no,
Yep.
no, ma'am, no, ma'am. And if you do, you better have a real strong prenup.
Hmm.
Just
Stronger than her acting abilities, which are very, very great. When I tell you I love Halle Berry as an actress,
me too. Me too.
love her.
Yeah, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, honey, our next story, Ryan Lochte. So his wife actually filed for divorce from him.
Oh, really?
Uh huh. So I just shared this link from New York Post. You see where it says Ryan Lochte breaks silence on difficult decision behind divorce from wife Kayla Ray Reid. You know, it just really when I listen to the podcast sometimes playing it back, I be hearing my mouse because my mouse be doing a lot of work. I be hearing that thing just clicking
Yes,
away.
honey. Yes, it does.
Made me sound like I'm in an office, honey. Yes. Come on, corporate puss.
Podcasting, honey.
Yes. So, famed Olympic swimmer Ryan Lochte is opening up about his divorce from wife Kayla Ray Reid after 7 years of marriage. In the wake of the former Playboy model's divorce revelation Wednesday, the 12-time Olympic medalist broke his silence in a candid Instagram post, expressing that while the decision hasn't been easy, he believes it's the right step towards peace and well-being for himself and Reid. And that's them there. I want to take a moment to acknowledge what Kayla shared. The past year has brought major changes for both of us as we've come to the difficult decision to end our marriage. The 40-year-old Lochte penned. I'm deeply grateful for the life we built together and especially for the love we share for our 3 children. Although this decision has been easy, I believe it's the right step towards peace and well being for us both. I remain committed to healing, growth, and co parenting with care and respect as we move forward separately. Reed, who shares daughters Liv, Georgia, and Caden with Lochte, announced Wednesday that she and the 6-time Olympic gold medalist have gone their separate ways. Early this year, I made the hard decision to end my marriage after deep prayer and reflection, she posted on social media. I hold marriage in the highest regard, so this has been one of the most painful, revealing, and challenging seasons of my life. I've been hesitant to share until I could do so from a place of healing, not from fresh, open wounds. The message from Reed came roughly 2 months after she filed for divorce on March 26th, according to People citing court records. So it looks like she's been divorced. They've been divorced for a while. Sometimes we face trials we didn't choose or see coming, and in those moments, We're forced to make the hardest decisions to protect our peace, our children, and our future. I've come to the understanding that staying isn't always the most loving decision someone can make. For me, leaving was an act of love for those around me and myself, Reed added in her message. Living with transparency and authenticity has been how I've grown into the person I am today, and I'll continue to do so, while also protecting the parts of this journey that are private and unfolding in uncharted territory. Lochte concluded his message Wednesday by thanking loved ones for their continued support as he and Reed navigate new waters. Excuse me. It truly means a lot. Sorry, y'all. It truly means a lot as we begin this next chapter, he shared. Lochte married Reed in 2018, the 2 years after he found himself at the center of international controversy for falsely claiming he and his teammates had been robbed at gunpoint during the 2016 Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. He was dropped by sponsors in the aftermath and hit with a 10-month suspension from USA Swimming. So what does that sound like? Do you sound like his ass cheated?
Yeah, he sounded like he was the problem. I never really liked him. He was very cocky. Yeah, and then that incident with the lie. So no surprise there.
I know that's right, girl. Protect your peace.
He called it. Well, I don't want to speculate as to what was going on, but he's pretty cocky, so I can imagine what she was going through with a personality like that.
Her response, like her saying, like, "Oh, I've made this difficult decision and stuff like, for make sure that, especially when she said, I'm sharing this because I want to make sure it's coming from a place of healing, not an open, fresh wound." That fresh wound remark, honey. So that leads me to believe that there has been cheating and probably lots of it,
and some other stuff too, domination, control, and so forth. Yeah, get out, girl.
Well, do you want to add anything else to Ryan Lochte before we go to the next story?
Not at all.
Well, somebody else who plays sports ball. Now, I'm not familiar with this person, but you may be because I think he plays for the Dallas Cowboys. But Greg Hardy, it looks like his ass was arrested for assaulting a family member. Are you familiar with him?
No, just because he's from a Texas team means nothing to me. Nothing.
Oh. And chill, look at that mugshot. What do you see, girl?
Yeah.
Asymmetry.
Asymmetry.
So, Greg Hardy was arrested in Texas earlier Wednesday, TMZ Sports has learned. Jail records we obtained show the former Dallas Cowboys pass rusher was taken into custody at around 2:29 p.m. He was booked on a charge of assault causes bodily injury family, the records show. A jail official tells us Hardy is slated to see a judge on Thursday morning, and a bond is expected to be set at a court proceeding. Until then, he'll remain behind bars, we're told. Further details surrounding the allegations against Hardy were not made immediately available. Hardy, of course, has been in trouble with the law before. Back in 2014, he was arrested for allegedly roughing up his then girlfriend. In 2016, he was thrown behind bars on a cocaine possession charge. Hardy, who's 36, played in the NFL from 2010 through 2015. Following his football career, he got into MMA and actually logged several fights in the UFC. And the story is still developing. Oh, okay, so he liked to fight, huh? He done went from football to MMA. And now he beating up family members.
It's out of control.
I mean, he not bad looking though. I got something he can beat up. Oh, did I say it out loud?
Don't give this man that kind of credit, Auntie. Don't do it. Don't.
Right. Let me find out what family member he attacked first. Because if it was like it was a cousin or something, then I'd be like, okay. But if it was like his mama or sister or something,
no.
I'm like, maybe they were just fighting over some money.
Stop it. I'm gonna need you to sit down for real. I don't think it matters because that doesn't exclude anybody.
You're right. You're right.
That I don't care who is beaten up. Good Lord.
Hmm.
I'm so sick of
Clearly, I
that.
have a type, and I'm the problem. Just like Halle
Clearly,
Berry.
for
Just like
both of
Halle
those,
Berry.
you do. Yeah, that's it's a lot. I'm tired of problematic men for real, for real. Every day, it's either on the internet, in the news, some woman is getting murdered by some stupid, delusional, violent man.
Hmm.
Men killing their whole
Well,
families. It's a lot.
it really is. And apologies in advance, chill, because the next story is about another problematic man,
Well, it's a lot of them. So
DDG.
uh, I'm not gonna say the
DDG.
nickname.
Dude, I'll say it doodoo garbage because I can fight. So if he look, if him and his brother want that kind of smoke, look, I'm with it.
Oh, oh, I hate this for her. Oh my God, this is, whew, Jesus. Oh, Helen.
Poor Halle. And we've talked about them before, but now he's still trying to, pretty much be controlling and, and trying to use the courts to do so. And you
Yeah.
see where it said, I'm sharing this link from All Hip Hop. DDG alleges Halle Bailey held gun during emotional breakdown.
Mm, mm,
If she
mm,
did, I'm probably sure it was in defense of, anyway.
mm, mm, mm.
Doodle Garbage has filed for a domestic violence restraining order against Halle Bailey, alleging she poses a serious emotional and psychological risk to their 17-month-old son and should be barred from taking the child overseas.
Mm.
According to court filings obtained by People, the hip hop artist and YouTuber, real name Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr., is asking a Los Angeles court to block Bailey from traveling internationally with their son, specifically citing a planned trip to Italy. And I think, if I remember correctly, she's going over there to work to film a movie, I
Yeah.
believe.
Mm-hmm.
He claims the toddler would be left without court protection or emergency intervention mechanisms if allowed to leave the country. In the documents, DDG accuses Bailey of making repeated threats of suicide and self harm. He also details a disturbing incident in which Bailey allegedly took a firearm with her following an argument. He claims he later found her outside, emotionally unwell, incoherent, and potentially suicidal while holding the weapon. The legal move comes just weeks after Bailey was granted temporary physical and legal custody of their child in May, following her own allegations that DDG had subjected her to physical and emotional abuse. The couple's co-parenting tensions have played out publicly before. In November, Bailey criticized DDG on social media after he featured their son in a live stream without her knowledge. Hi, everyone. Just so you know, I am out of town and I don't approve of my baby being on a stream tonight, she wrote on Twitter. I was not told or notified, and I am extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people. The restraining order request adds another layer to the ongoing custody dispute between the two entertainers, whose relationship has remained under scrutiny since their split. A court hearing on the matter has not yet been scheduled. Mm-hmm.
It's so sad. We went from her trying to hide her pregnancy and protect her privacy and so on and so on. And look what this. Now you just
This.
all out there. Just I can't.
And he doing this after she was granted physical custody. So because I think she's already gotten the approval that she could take her because she has like sole physical custody.
Right.
She can
Right.
do what she want with the baby. So she gonna take his ass over to not I ain't mean to say take his ass about the baby, but take the baby over to Italy. And it's nothing you can do about it. So now he's trying to, oh well, she's suicidal. I think she might kill. She's emotionally unwell. You stupid bitch.
I think she also made a post, and I don't know when this happened. He's acting like it happened recently. I mean, there's no timeline there as to when it occurred, but she's had a post, I believe, about having postpartum depression
Mm-hmm.
and begging him to. She was at his house begging him to take the child. I guess she was struggling with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that was related to what he's talking about here, and I don't think this was recent.
Chill. Now my mouth is wide open. That
I was,
motherfucker is trying to use her postpartum depression against
mhm,
her. And
yeah.
oh my God. I cannot believe that just clicked for me.
That's what I thought when I saw this, and he said she had a gun and all that because she had guns and all that because that was in the post, you know. So
That
yeah,
definitely makes sense. Oh my God. Oh, he
uh,
really need his fucking ass whooped.
oh, he's a nasty piece of work. But we assume people who entertain us have a lot of sense, and they have money and they got things going on for them, and they got all this sense. But they're human, just like all of us, and they make mistakes and they make bad decisions and they choose the wrong man or woman. And I think we infer some kind of specialness on people who entertain us. And it's sad to see it play out like this because it just gives the internet more to grind on and think piece on, and I just feel bad for her and him
Yeah.
too because he's really in the spotlight, even though it's a bad spotlight. It's bad for both of them.
I actually wanted them. I thought when they first got together, and a lot of people were telling me that I was crazy, but I actually did think I was cute. Excuse me, they think they were cute together.
I didn't.
I actually have to eat my words because. Mm-mm.
I didn't. Mm-mm. Ever
You
since
saw
he
it from the
made the comment
beginning.
about her movie when she made the Little Mermaid, and he said, "I don't know nothing about no Little Mermaid movie or something like some dumb shit
Oh
he said.
yeah.
I can't quote it exactly, but ever since he did that, even if he didn't know, that's your woman, supposedly. You don't say things like that about the woman that you're, supposed to be calling your woman. You wouldn't say anything derogatory or negative, right? I mean, that's how I look at it. Even if you
No,
didn't know a damn thing about the Little Mermaid, I'm so proud of her. That she got this role.
mm-hmm.
It's an iconic film. I'm sure he's heard of it. He may not have seen it, but yeah, when he did that, I knew he was trash. A person who cares about you would never, would never do that.
Yep, I agree.
So
And I totally missed and ignored that red flag. Apparently, she did too.
yeah, I just, I was done with him then. But I didn't like them together before then. But really, after that, I knew that uh, this was not a good person. Not for her, and probably not anybody else either. He seems very cold.
That's how a lot of them streamers seem, honey. A lot of them, especially a lot of the popular streamers, they have really cold personalities that just kind of turn you off.
Hmm. Yeah, you see, he seems cold. So treating that beautiful queen like that, I just, like I say, they make bad decisions just like the rest of us.
Hmm.
And now she's playing it out on the internet, which is the worst place to have to play out your drama. Anyway,
Well, girl, prepare yourself because we about to talk about even more streamer drama, honey.
oh no,
And people playing things out on the internet. So, are you familiar with the streamer that goes by the name of Duke Dennis?
I see it on the internet, but I don't know anything about Duke Dennis. But I've definitely seen the post.
Yep, and I'm not familiar with him either, but I don't think he is for our demographic. To be honest, I think he's really for like the younger crowd.
Younger, okay, I
But
didn't.
it's some news that came out that said that he allegedly has 10 kids.
Yep.
Well, one of those girls is actually speaking out. And she says that she thinks he has like a breeding kink. He's very weird. He actually told her that he would pay for an abortion, but then decided he wasn't going to pay it, and then it started ignoring her. So I just shared this link from Hot New Hip Hop, and y'all see where it says Duke Dennis' alleged ex accuses him of refusing to pay for her abortion.
Hmm.
So I'm about to share my screen. We're gonna go over this together. And Live Nation caught this, but let me see. Let's just watch her here.
And honestly, since I'm talking, Duke, frick you. Now I'm on you now. I was gonna spare you. I'm not sparing you no more. So that little video that was posted at YouTube, bowling video, yeah, you're a weirdo. It was hella clipped, and now I'm gonna dog you. Or I was pregnant in December, y'all, and the only thing that went home was that baby. He didn't give me a single dollar. Cool, great, I got it. I ain't tripping about it. But it was yours. And told me to keep my baby. And I promise you, after this, I wish you would get on here and tell me that you didn't tell me to keep my baby. But told me to keep my baby, would not pay for it. And every time I texted for something else, instant response. But when I'd ask you for that money or when I bring up the abortion, no response. You're a weirdo. You have like a breeding kink. You have so many babies and baby mothers that you don't take care of. You're a deadbeat. But
all right, so that's one video. Here's the next.
That's the one to pick, y'all. That's the one to pick because he just be nutting in anything. Clearly. Let me just insert a couple screenshots, y'all. So this is when I first told him. Okay, great. So I send the abortion thing, and he gonna say, at this point, we just need to stop freaking with each other. Because I don't want to have your kid. Okay. I said, I was gonna stop messing with you anyways. Like, it's no point. Y'all, I promise you, it's no point. It's no point. It's no point. Y'all, don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Whatever, you got it. Send my flight. Send me the money. Anyways, then he just started trolling y'all. Like, he did not want to give me the money for this. Like, I don't get it. Like, you literally just freaking had me crisscross a freaking pretzel and nutted at me, but now you don't want to send me the money. I'm just so confused. Like, was never sent. Kept on, I'll just bring it to you in person. I'll bring it to you in person. What the frick? You don't got Apple Pay, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal? I got it all. Said I'm not being the nice baby mama. It's crazy. Nothing. I gave him 4 days. Let's see. I didn't even respond. I'm waiting. Honestly, you're joking. I don't know what you got going on. Like,
she just made it sound so nasty. She said, folded me like a pencil and nutted and be like, oh my God, girl. And then here's the last one.
Talking about I've been working. You don't do that much. You don't. I know you, but you don't. When I went to my procedure, I sent it. Nothing. I said, yeah, you're a weirdo. I didn't see it. I'll send it to you. Still to this day, not $1. All right. And then after he begged, like, and apologized to me when we see each other out randomly, and then he just being weird and messy. And then this is when he invited me to the bowling alley, y'all. So, yeah, I don't know. Frick you. Oh, yeah. And then I said this. It was clipped up. Yeah, tell me he hasn't watched it. And I said, clear it up. But he didn't. So, this is me clearing it up, y'all. That clip pissed me off. And, yeah, he be lying. He got like 80,000 kids and he don't take care of them. He don't even see them. He's a deadbeat.
Girl posting a video about how a baby is 8 months old and he hasn't seen the dad.
Yep.
So, yeah. I would say there are two wrongs here. I mean,
and it's important to note that he denied. He actually got on a stream and said he doesn't have any kids, and if he did, he wouldn't tell the internet.
Well, there you go. So he wouldn't tell you. But yeah, you let him cross you up like a pretzel and nutting you. So,
and I mean, he's not bad looking, but would I let him fold me up and cross? And know about all that. Nice looking though. Has a nice nose.
What did I tell you about men with money?
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, that's that on that. Does anybody want to add anything before we go to the next story? Well, this next story is about someone else y'all don't know. I'm sure y'all don't know him because I don't even know him. Top 5, that Canadian rapper out of Canada. I think he's from Toronto.
Never heard of him.
Well, top who in the comments. Well, long story short, his stupid ass got on the internet and started cut off an ankle bracelet. I guess pretty much as a middle finger up to the law. So it's about a 30-second clip we're about to watch. So give me 1 second.
What did I tell you about men with money?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Well, long story short, his stupid ass got on the internet and started cut off an ankle bracelet. I guess pretty much as a middle finger up to the law. So it's about a 30-second clip we're about to watch. So give me 1 second. Okay, and I may have to refresh so it can play from the beginning. Ooh, what the hell? Okay, I don't know what the hell. Okay, there we go. It was trying to log me in, and we didn't want to do that. But let me how do you play this motherfucker from the beginning? Girl, what the hell, Facebook? Okay, there we go. Can't stand when shit don't work when I wanted to work. Let me rewind to the beginning. Okay, so we're about to watch him cut off his ankle monitor.
Crash out, fuck it.
Yo, how do I...
Share it out.
Share it out.
It's done?
You think so?
Don't do it.
No. I don't know how to do this. You can't cut it with this.
Don't let her do it.
Keep going.
Cutting it. Cut it, bro. No, are you stupid? Hold the cards down. Cut it. Hey, almost there. You did half of it. You're laughing, my boy. Do it. They don't believe it. They think it's speaking. Cut that shit.
How do you cut this?
Cut that shit.
Ooh, show this.
Cut it.
No more ankle, nigga.
Cut it. You're back. Cut.
Okay. So we just saw his stupid ass go get on the internet and cut off an ankle monitor or whatever. Because we know, like, people who have ankle monitors, they have to wear them for a reason, or they were mandated by court to wear them. But guess what, honey? Law enforcement done came out and clocked his teeth. They said he didn't have to wear the ankle monitor.
Rolled him right
and
up.
did.
Damn fool.
Rolled him up, honey. And we're about to watch a video of the it looks like she's the chief of police, and she pretty much said that he did not have to wear the ankle monitor. So let me find the video. Let's let that load. And I just want to point out, y'all see how good this pop-up blocker that Will suggested is? Because you don't see not one ad on this motherfucker, honey. I live. Oh, here it is.
Video on social media circulating of him cutting off his ankle bracelet, and there's speculation that he had some kind of involvement in the shooting last night. So what I'll say is we're early in the investigation. I can't speak to specifically whether or not he's involved. With regard to the ankle bracelet, Mr. Ali was well within his right to not be wearing that ankle bracelet. He wasn't on any conditions to wear it. So him having cut that off on social media was sort of part of, I guess, his information that he wanted to put out, part of his persona perhaps, but he wasn't actually required to have that bracelet on.
Bitch.
Fake ass motherfucker.
I mean, it's just like, why would you, that because I think his fan base is like kids, especially like young boys. Why would you, like, I can't. Go ahead, favorite tour. And none of them.
You did that performative shit for nothing.
For nothing, honey. Well, that's that on that. What do I have next that we want to talk about? Oh, well, since while we're still talking about rappers that y'all don't really know, Caribou. Y'all remember we talked about her? Yeah. Oh, go ahead, favorite tours.
Know that name.
I think they use a random name generator. Well, remember we talked about Caribou and how she and Lil Yachty were going back and forth. Well, it looks like, honey, Yachty might be the least of her worries right now because her ass was arrested for battery. And let me share this link from Hot New Hip Hop that talks about it. So Caribou seems to respond to reports of battery arrest. Pretty girl. So Caribou is has been facing a lot of drama in her career as of late, something that sadly extended into her legal situation. According to Complex and the Cobb County Sheriff's Office, authorities arrested her in Georgia this weekend on a simple battery charge. And before I continue reading, let me just start saying, if you know anything about being in Atlanta or in the Atlanta, Georgia area, honey, or any surrounding areas, you know Cobb County is not to be played with. They will arrest your ass so quickly up in Cobb County. It's not, even me, somebody who's not from Georgia, knows that. Anyway. So it's unclear exactly when they booked the former Concrete Boys member, as conflicting reports suggest Saturday or Sunday, May 31st or June 1st, respectively. Nevertheless, police officials reportedly released her, real name Kara Soleil Schuster, on a $1,000 bond and also dropped her mugshot. I'm innocent, and she put the 100 emoji. Schuster tweeted amid the rumors, "This is far from the first time she had to do something like this online as of late." Caribou has been in a beef for almost a year with her former Concrete Boys mentor, Lil Yachty. She was his friend and assistant, but when they collaborated more as artists, things quickly took a turn for the worst. With that context in mind, we'll see if we hear anything else about this arrest on the internet. There are no other details about the arrest, its context, or its circumstances at press time. In the meantime, Kara has plenty of other drama to handle. So here's her mugshot. Pretty girl. That's shit. Even for that to be a mugshot, honey, that could be used as a passport photo. That's cute. So anyway, that's that on that.
I believe that'd be Lil Yachty. Yachty.
Yeah, well.
You done made him a Yachty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was she arguing with him? For what? For what?
Yeah. Well, anybody want to add anything else before we go to the next story? All right. Well, the next story, honey, Sir, you know the singer Sir with his fine ass. Now that's somebody who I want me to fold me up like a pretzel. Anyway, Sir said in the concert that he believes that Drake had his concert canceled in Canada.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Now it does look like he said it in jest at first, but I mean I think it was some seriousness to it.
Mm-hmm.
So give me one second. You see, I just shared this link from Hot New Hip Hop, and we're gonna go over it here. So you see where it says Sir accuses Drake of getting his Toronto show canceled amid Kendrick Lamar beef, and we're just gonna watch him talk about it. Let me go down to the video.
I kind of got caught in the middle of a beef that I had shit to do with. I just want to say right now, I did not cancel my show last year. Drake did. No. But real talk, it was like some complications, and it was too close to home for a lot of people. So the venue in Toronto, which was partially owned by Drake, canceled the show completely. Then when we tried to switch venues, the next venue was like, nah, we ain't fucking with it. I ain't taking no motherfucking chance. You gonna get your ass beat in Toronto. I was like, all right. But I'm happy to be here tonight, man. This venue is fucking gorgeous. I mean, I'm getting a show while I'm giving a show,
So there you go. So he said, you heard what he said, right? So he said that they tried to even take it to another venue. Well, the initial venue was partially owned by Drake. It was that show was canceled. This happened last year. Then he went on to try to go to another venue. The other venue was like, well, you know what? No. So, and then this article also mentions that this isn't the first time that an artist insinuated that their show got canceled because of Drake, because Schoolboy Q had his scheduled performance that was supposed to be in Toronto was canceled as well. And and he actually tweeted about it when it happened. His tweet said, "They just canceled my show in Toronto. Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing." He alleged at the time. Top was just with Wayne and Baby. Shaking my head. Party Next Door just had a show at the Palladium. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. Now, when somebody get hurt, don't cry. Hell yeah. And we know for Drake to Drake is that type of backdooring, shady bitch
Petty.
that we know. Mm-hmm. So does anybody want to add anything before we go to the next story? All right, I got 3 more stories left. This next story, honey, I guess we gotta watch what we tweet. Well, we kind of knew that already, but Kanye West specifically, honey, his one attorney thinks he's making it very easy for him to get his ass in court because of his tweets. So y'all see, I just shared this link from All Hip Hop, and you see where it says Kanye West's vulgar tweet used as evidence in explosive lawsuit. And remember, we talked about this lawsuit in a previous show. That was the one with his former employee. So Kanye West is facing renewed legal heat after his own explicit tweets were cited by the attorney representing Lauren Pisciata. And if I'm saying her last name wrong, please forgive me. The Lauren Pisciata, a former assistant who has accused the rapper of sexual harassment and assault, with her lawyer saying he's eager to question West under oath and present the case to a jury. Attorney Eric Fadali, who represents Pisciata, told Complex that West's social media posts are unlike anything he's seen in his legal career. I have never, in my entire career of representing alleged victims, seen a defendant tweet out admissions to the case in the middle of litigation and discovery, Fadali said. This is absolutely a new one. Fadali then read off a list of West posts, many of which contain graphic and offensive language. Among them, I used to fuck employees in my office. That employee pussy hits different. I need the whole office. I don't know what that word is supposed to be. It says it starts with a C, and he wants that whole office C something proof. What do y'all think that is? I don't know.
C-U-M.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I don't know.
See, that fits. So, life is about using your position to fuck the baddest bitch possible. Wait, how many niggas found their wife at work? I'm just saying. I'm a walking me too. Grab a bitch by the pussy. I'm a big time perv. Girl. Fadala continued. I represent cases against a lot of volatile, unpredictable, high-profile individuals who are not afraid to say things. I've never seen anything like this, where the defendant is admitting that he sexually harasses his employees, while I represent a former employee accusing him of sexual harassment. This is certainly a first for me. He added, as much as I look forward to deposing him, I also very much look forward to trying this case in front of a jury. With only just this evidence, there's enough at this point. Pisciata, who previously worked as West's assistant, filed a lawsuit accusing him of sexual harassment, wrongful termination, breach of contract, and gender discrimination. Fadali said she has gone into hiding due to the backlash and threats she's received since coming forward. Lauren, as I've said in public before, is basically in hiding. She is very afraid of Mr. West and Mr. West's circle and Mr. West's supporters. She received an enormous amount of online backlash and ridicule and hatred, Fadali said. Really ugly, gross stuff. So she is literally, is currently in hiding, and I can't reveal even the vicinity of where she lives. That's how serious it is for her right now. Fadali also confirmed that a second amended complaint is forthcoming. Our intention is to, in the immediate future, file a second amended complaint, which will update the allegations and charges and claims. West previously denied all allegations. Well, did he deny it if he tweeted it? Okay. Yeah. That's that on that.
Yeah. I don't know if it matters that he denies it, but he tweeted it, so he could just say he was playing. I don't know if that. It's weird, and that's just his wheelhouse. Weird.
Mm-hmm. Child. Does anybody want to add anything about that? About Kanye before we go to the next story?
Somebody need to fold him up.
Okay, and not in a good way.
Right.
Good child. Well, speaking of somebody who got folded up, honey, so how about somebody that got folded up in a little scrappy concert? Because they tried to rush up on stage. Now I have to say, now I'm not, I can't stand little scrappy ass on the show. In fact, I've tweeted about his ass several times, and he even has me blocked on Twitter. But when his music first came out, like especially around 2004, 2005, that era, he did have some hits. But none of those hits would make me rush up on stage trying to go at scrap. Like nothing. Oh, you better throw them tomatoes. I say all that to say because somebody tried to rush up on stage, got pushed off, and it looked like they done got their head busted. Some people actually thought that person was dead. So I just shared this link on CNN, excuse me, on TMZ, excuse me. Police investigating video of Lil Scrappy stage crasher falling on head. And we're gonna watch this video together, y'all. It was oof, child. So trigger warning, violence. Okay, let's play the clip here.
What's up? All my bitches bad. All my bitches bad. What's up? What's up? All my bitches bad. All my bitches bad. Hey, that's like 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. All my bitches bad. What's up? What's up? All my bitches get money. Yeah. What's up? All my bitches bad. What's up? What's up? All my bitches get money and all my bad. Let's go. All my bitches bad. All my bitches bad. Where you at? All my bitches bad. All my bitches bad. Let's go. All my bitches bad. All my bitches bad. All my bitches bad. All my bitches bad. Let's go. Wow. What the fuck is going on over there? Real fast. Well, just jump on the stage, but you can't do that. Damn, bro.
Yo, don't move him, don't move him, don't move him. We got paramedics coming. Don't move him. Don't move him. We got staff coming. We got emergency responding. We got him here. Please do not move nobody.
Did y'all see that shit? How he was laid out on that ground like that? So it doesn't say if he survived, if he's dead or anything in the article. So I guess that he didn't die, thankfully. But this was an idea like that song. Oh, my bitch is bad. Oh, my bitch is bad. But even then, I wouldn't hop my ass up on stage. Go ahead, favorite tour. Oh no. Thank you for that. I'm actually just doing a quick Google search because I'm curious. It just says he's unconscious. I'm not seeing anything. I do see he was unconscious, but I don't see anything confirming the death, thankfully. So hopefully he did not. But if he did, rest in peace. But and hopefully when you're reincarnated, you won't hop your ass up on. And if you're gonna do it, at least do it for some Beyonce type shit. Don't do it for no fucking little scrappy. Are you kidding me? Boy, bye. Anyway, that's that on that. Go ahead, favorite Taurus. Oh, it was.
Yeah, I don't,
Mm-hmm.
he probably didn't mean to kill him. Probably didn't even mean to knock him out like that. But Hey, there's a lot of stuff up there. If he hit his head and became unconscious, he could be brain damaged. I mean, you don't know what's going on. That's
Nope.
unfortunate. Nobody deserves to die for jumping on stage. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Oh, I love chicken. Yeah, I agree. And I have to say, they need about because it was 20 niggas on that stage just standing around. They needed 20 niggas and that one girl on stage just to go, all my bitches bad, all my bitches bad. Child, anyway.
Not dentless.
Well, does anybody want to add anything about Smooth Brains and his scrappy fans who got Smooth Brains before we go to our last story?
Well, I see lawsuit because if he is damaged in any way, his family would definitely have a right to a lawsuit. There's too much stuff on that stage to be pushed down like that. The chance of injury, even if accidental, was great. So yeah, you can't do that. All of them could have escorted him off the stage. That's not, yeah.
Exactly. It was 20 of y'all on there. One of you 20 niggas out of there could have carried that man. Like it did not have to do. I agree with y'all. That was just excessive.
Yeah.
Well, y'all. So remember, our last story is, I guess, about a friendship that I speculate may have come to an end, but they just not saying it. But y'all remember how Leah Remini and Jennifer Lopez were like BFFs, like the top BFFs in Hollywood. Like these girls.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It don't look like that anymore, honey.
Uh-oh.
So I just shared this link from TMZ. You see where it says Leah Remini says she and Jennifer Lopez texted a lot during divorces. So let me share my screen. And you'll see what I'm talking about, Chill. How like, she's flat out, she's not saying it flat out, but you can see the signs. So they say now they texted a lot after once about their divorces. Now they're not as close as they were back in the day. So Leah Remini says she and Jennifer Lopez leaned on each other while they were going through their divorces last year, but that doesn't mean they're as close as they once were. The actress opened up about her friendship with the pop star in an interview with US Weekly, saying she got back in touch with J-Lo just after the two both filed for divorce within days of one another. Remini says the two often texted each other loving messages of support during this time, a sweet reconnection between two friends many thought were on the outs when Leah didn't attend Jen's wedding to Ben Affleck in 2022. However, Remini says their relationship has just changed over the years because she doesn't talk to Jennifer every day like she used to. But that doesn't mean she doesn't care about the friendship. Leia says, I cherish my friendships, and not everybody is meant to be in your life in the way that they were. When you grow out of that person that you were, that doesn't mean that you're at odds with them. I have many friends that I don't talk to every day. That doesn't mean we're at odds. It's just that I'm in a different place, and so are they. So sounds like Leah Remini might be saying that there's no beef here, but she and Jen are simply at a different point in their lives. Leah does name drop a few celebs she's real tight with, including Michelle Visage, who we adore. Hey, Michelle. Chelsea Handler, Holly Robinson, and Tisha Campbell. Jen doesn't make the list, but that's just the way friendships go in Leia's view. Remini finalized her divorce in the fall, while Lopez finalized hers earlier this year. So the two ladies could hit the town together if they're so inclined. Regardless, it sounds like they'll always be there for one another when they need it, even if they're not hitting each other up every day. Mm-hmm. I don't care about y'all not hitting each other up every day, honey. My concern is why wasn't she at your wedding with Ben? And why you said, oh, well, I'm just at a different place in my life and so are they. Okay, girl. These ladies do not fuck with each other.
And why was this a story again?
Because Leah was talking about it. She talked to US Weekly.
Oh, oh, okay.
Go ahead, favorite Taurus. Ooh.
Mm.
Well, if something did happen to her, knows what she needed that band, and she can't count on Leah to help make it better. It looks like, cause
I think she said she kicked herself in the face when she was rehearsing for her recent performance, or something like that. She was dancing so hard she hit her own self. I think that's what happened to her. Kicked herself in the nose.
you know what? Even though I don't really care for her work, because we don't see that no more. We don't see like artists, because we used to have that. Look at Janet done that. She done twisted ankles and all of that. Britney Spears done damn, but we don't see that no more because the girls ain't putting in work. So I guess I appreciated, a little self injury during the rehearsal.
You weird.
Touche. You absolutely right. Touche.
Didn't Beyonce have a foot injury for a while? Dancing with
See,
those heels on, and yeah.
because the girls are putting in work now. Even though I'm starting to see it again with Tate McRae. Now, even though I'm particularly not a fan, I think she and her music are a little bit too young for me. But I appreciate because the girl gives the performance; she could dance her ass off. But I don't. It's cute.
Yeah, we don't care.
Oh
Hmm.
yes.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What I think it was, honey, Leia just finally realized that Jennifer is a bad person, allegedly, because a lot of people don't really care for her, honey, in the industry. And Ben was actually losing a lot of job opportunities because of her, allegedly. So, well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before I head out and go and watch my stories, do any of you have any tea that you want to share? Any tea I might have missed? You can find anything you want, honey, because those stories will be watched today, whether that's live now or on a repeat on Paramount Plus later. Yep.
Nor did
Well,
I.
we didn't know either. Did he just? I think he just woke it up to everyone.
Hmm.
Oh shit, we can look at it now. So give me 1 second. Let me pull this up and share my screen. Well, how long is the clip? Like, it can't be no more than a couple of minutes, right? We'll see in a second. Oh yeah, we can watch that. I go fix me a cup of coffee while we watching it. Okay.
Man, when he came into visitation, I was
okay. So you this is the day you about to meet this guy that you first off pop out of nowhere. You just confirmed you got a DNA test.
Well, remember, I'm telling you, I always got smacked in the head with the premonition that
something could be there.
Yeah, God used to tell me all the time, son, you got a kid out here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like,
that's bogus.
Yeah, that's bogus.
Yeah. So, with that understanding, it's the first day you about to meet him in the flesh. What in the world is going through your mind?
Well,
are you still skeptical? Because at the time, it's still like, I kind of like, this is wild. Like, this is a prank. Like,
now I'm just rolling with it, man. I needed some excitement.
True. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm in jail. I got it. Like,
might as well spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, now it's like, man, okay, And the guy comes to the visit, man. And when I seen him, I was just in awe, man. For real. I broke down crying again. I gave him a hug. I was just like.
So you've seen it, like as soon as you see him?
Yeah, man. I did. I was like, whoa, this is something else. This was dude. Yeah, it was definitely a shift. I was like, shit.
You got a lot of explaining to do.
Or maybe he does. I don't know. Right. Somebody's got to tell me something here, because this is weird. You know what I'm saying?
So you're telling me, so you see him and you're crying.
Yeah.
Is he emotional as well?
He didn't break down crying. Like, I think he was maybe a little emotional, but he was holding it together. I don't know what he was going through, but I'm sure he was definitely, there was a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so you see this kid, you talk to this kid, you see him. Do y'all still speak to this day? What's the communication like all the way up to this point?
Oh yeah, we're locked in.
You're locked in?
Oh yeah, me and him is locked in.
Because we don't see this guy anywhere. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, we're locked in like two peas in a pod. So it was cool though, because like when I came home, we build the bond, right? So we're doing all that stuff, talking on the phone every day, whatnot. Sometimes there's a disconnect sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's just because, life goes, but I mean, we're locked in. We're pretty locked in, man.
So you call this man right now?
Oh yeah, right now.
He'll pull up on you?
Yeah.
Okay,
for
cool.
Sure.
So with all of that going on, it's a lot of moving pieces. When's the last time you spoke to this person?
Well, I mean, you really want to know?
Yeah, no, like for real, that's all.
I'm speaking to him right now.
What do you mean?
I'm speaking, you're the guy.
Oh, what you mean?
You're the guy.
Yeah. Wasn't nobody gonna tell me I'm interviewing my father today?
Man.
Y'all wasn't gonna say nothing? What you mean? Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah. That's how it's done. You're speaking to him right now.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Love you.
Love you too.
Thanks for reaching out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It had to be done.
Definitely.
It's been a hell of a process, right? A hell of a process.
Crazy process.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a lot on your plate. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions, and we have a lot of answers for you. So, you guys stay tuned, and until next time, y'all stay up. Y'all be great.
You look just like him, though.
You do, and on the contrary, I actually have no questions whatsoever. This relationship tells me everything I need to know about your daddy.
All that talking in third person. Mm-hmm. What the hell?
I was not inspired, honey. I'm sorry. I'm like, This is so, Cause well, Dad, and it's just the whole, like, it kind of feeds into the whole absentee father thing, because for what I got from this, like, it actually took him to reach out to Apollo, and as an adult and stuff like that. Well, I guess maybe Apollo didn't know about him or what, I don't know, but I don't like it.
He's implying that he didn't know, but we don't know that.
Right, because we also know that this man is a scammer, a liar, a narcissist. Right. So
he looks just like him. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead, favorite Taurus. If I were Apollo, like I would do it. Shit, why not? And you know that's the kind of shit. That shit is right up Andy's Avenue, honey. You know Andy live for that type of shit. So yeah, I wouldn't see why not. Yeah. Just be sure to keep Apollo away from all the gay people. We know he likes to attack them. And, and still, I'm so when I tell you I was so disappointed in Brandon, honey. You remember that episode that whole when he was beating up Brandon like that King is friend? And then Brandon initially filed charges, but then decided not to. He was like, "Well, he has kids," and so I would have been like, "Fuck him and his kids, nigga. You attacked me. I'm taking this shit to court, and your ass, Mike, because you on probation. You should have thought about them kids before you attack me. So it ain't my job to think." So I was just so disappointed because I just feel like shit like that happens to gays a lot of time. We just supposed to just kind of suck it up and just tolerate homophobia for the sake of a black man's well-being. Fuck all that. I would have took his ass to jail. That's probably why I don't like this video. That's probably why I'm not excited because I just don't like Apollo. hmm And that shit was crazy, and it was so unnecessary for him to attack Brandon like that. That shit was wild. Well, thank you for that piece of tea, Will. Did you anybody else have any more? Well, y'all, it is always a pleasure. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow for a live show at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time if you can make it. In the meantime, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.